asked you guys about your favorite pizza like a year ago with the intention of sculpting them, and then I never did. But here I am, following through, finally. And as promised, I will be sculpting them. Well, only a slice of each. I'm gonna make one pizza for all of us to share, like a elementary school pizza party. So I'm starting with the actual pizza dough part. Just wanna texture this first. Ooh. So I'm gonna shade this before moving on. Wow, that was a bad idea. That is so much orange. Okay, so I've never done this before and I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Normally I would cut up the pizza into individual slices and separate them, but I kind of want to try to see if I can leave this as one pizza, but you can see the slices. I don't know how well this is gonna show once the toppings are on, but we'll start with it now and we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I'm basically kind of pushing this through the crust, but not all the way. I feel like I'm cutting it. It feels like it's going pretty far down. I feel like if I move this, it'll probably come apart. Change of plans. I think I'm gonna try to just create the look of an indent cut looking thing. I mean, I don't know if I explained this well enough. I want the individual pieces of pizza to look like they're cut out, but I want the actual polymer clay piece to be one. You get what I'm saying? It seems decent so far. It looks like it might work, but only time will tell. I also feel like it's gonna be a pretty fragile piece considering how thin it is and now that I've created such deep indents, but maybe it'll hold up enough. Doesn't need to hold up great, just enough. Okay, it's not perfectly even, but most pizzas aren't anyways. So, it was intentional. Most of these pieces of pizza will need sauce and cheese. So I'm gonna make those. So when I asked about everyone's favorite types of pizza, I was expecting a lot of the answers to be like, cheese. They weren't. But I did get a couple of those, so I'm gonna start out with something basic so I can kind of ease into this. And we're gonna make a pepperoni slice first. To be honest, I'm getting a little nervous about how I'm supposed to put these onto the pizza and not get all the toppings on the other slices. I'm gonna start with some sauce. And this might be a really bad idea. Maybe I should have just cut out individual slices. I guess I could have like cut them out and put them back together or something. But I actually, I do think it's gonna, I think it'll be fine. I feel like I'm trying to convince myself to keep going with this because everything in my body is telling me to just cut it up. Oh, it's already happening. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to cheese. I used red clay for the sauce, so I know it's gonna bake red, but it's kind of making me doubt myself here because it looks really pink. Okay, I'm realizing as I'm putting the cheese on that perhaps it would have been smarter to start out with cheese first and then do the sauce and kind of just like wedge it underneath or something because this is gonna tint my mozzarella. I literally started out with the pepperoni because I thought that this would be the easiest for me. And instead it's kind of just making me doubt if I actually know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna make some pepperoni now. And try to cover up these empty spots in the cheese that I struggle to fill in. I'm gonna cut one of these in half so that it looks like it was sliced off the edge. Or maybe that's a bad idea because, or will that look like the rest of it should be there? Let's put that back together. I'm gonna make another pepperoni and I'm gonna cut it in half whether you like it or not. Wow, I still don't like it. It's okay, we'll just move on. A couple of you said anchovies, which I was actually expecting, so it's not that surprising. My brother occasionally eats anchovy pizza and it smells so bad. I'm normally someone who will try things if they're in front of me, even if I don't think I'm gonna like them, but I couldn't with this. This is the one thing that I think I draw the line at. So I'm trying to be open-minded, but I mean, I don't really know why people eat this. I'm gonna start with the cheese this time and see if that makes it less messy. I'm basically gonna just try to shove it in between. I don't know if it's gonna look like it's next to it instead of underneath it. Okay, so I added the little anchovies on top of the pizza, and I feel like it doesn't get the point across as well, so I know it's less realistic, but I kind of want to take these off and create new pieces that look like tiny little pieces of fish. Okay, 2 pieces down, 2 hours in. Barbecue chicken pizza with red onions. I'm gonna start with the sauce for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the regular tomato sauce that I've already made. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown clay to this. I don't know if this color is gonna look right, actually. I think using that was not the best idea since I already am worried about that. But anyways, let's make the chicken. I'm gonna chop this up into little chunks. I have a little bit of brown chalk pastel dust here. I'm just gonna brush this lightly on top to give these a little bit more color. Make them look a little more chickeny, maybe. I just noticed these pieces of chicken kind of look like almonds. I think again I'm gonna start with the cheese, so I think that worked sort of last time. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken and onions. Chicken. No. A large percentage of you guys said you liked pineapple on pizza, which, again, another controversial one. I thought the most interesting one on there was somebody who said they like pineapple and olive pizza. Olives and pineapple? I'm not so sure, but we're gonna make one. I was doing so well till the end. Now to gently add the olives. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. This one's pretty. I don't like pizza. Mushrooms. A lot of people said mushroom in some way. I didn't realize that many people liked mushroom, but I'll make it for you guys. I honestly don't think I'm a picky eater, but the more I talk about food, especially right now in this video, the more I sound like such a picky eater. For the mushrooms, I'm just gonna cut out little triangles off the side of a circle. Boom, mushroom. I'm just gonna round the edges a little bit so it doesn't look so sharp. To give the mushrooms a little bit more color, I'm taking really dark gray pastels. I'm gonna brush this onto the outer edges of the mushrooms. I was about to assemble this slice and then I realized I don't have any more mozzarella cheese left, so I'm mixing some more, but I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what I used for the first one. I think this is the same clay, but I'm not certain. I know I combined white with some kind of yellow, but I don't remember what it was. I looked at the footage, didn't help. I think it'll be the same, I think. It'd be really awkward if the cheese was different colors on different slices. Wow, I'm really generous with this cheese. This is pretty freaking cute. Someone said meatballs, which really caught my attention because in all my years, I have never heard of a meatball pizza. And after looking it up, it's literally exactly what it sounds like. It's just meatballs on pizza. I'm gonna make a couple meatballs so I can put it on this pizza. I'm just gonna add some texture with this massive ball of aluminum foil. I don't know if this is the best way to do this, but It's almost midnight, so this is how I'm doing it. They're rather large. Ooh, okay, last one. A couple of you said artichoke pizza, which again, I have never heard of that either. Artichokes are super layered. To replicate that, I'm gonna flatten some clay out pretty thin. I'm gonna try and roll this up. Okay, I just ripped it. I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off so that it's not so tall. I feel like that's pretty decent, sort of. Not the meatball. Looks like cheesecake. I want cheesecake. I noticed all the photos have little green things on the pizza. Some of them say spinach, and other photos kind of look like parsley or something. I think I'm just gonna... That's not doing what I thought it would do. I'm just gonna like scrape my blade on the clay, create these little ripped up pieces of clay. So pretty much this entire thing is done now. I'm just gonna texture the crusts on these two slices over here. I gotta do this super carefully as well so I don't mess up the toppings. Okay, this part feels a little bit harder because I'm right-handed, so my brain is telling me to flip this thing upside down. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna do this one off camera. Okay, so those two are now textured and they look a lot better. I just wanna do one last thing. This is gonna be grease. I'm gonna add it to the top of the slices. I'm worried that it's a little too orange, but I feel like there's nothing left to lose because the sauce seems to be pink. So what else could go wrong, you know? I'm gonna try to add little amounts of this so it's not super intense and obvious. I'm scared. Okay, so I finally finished sculpting this and now I gotta bake it, but it's pretty late at night. I don't really know if I can take the disappointment right now, to be 100% honest. I could have sworn, I'm pretty certain I used red clay for the sauce, but I'm kind of nervous about it and I'm really scared it's gonna come out pink. And I feel like I can handle it better in the morning. I feel like I won't care as much. So I think I'm just gonna leave it and I'll see you guys in the morning. I haven't seen the pizza yet since it finished baking, so we're about to see it together for the first time. I need the sauce to be red. I am scared. Okay. I mean, it's not pink. Maybe that color is fine. It's like it's got a little bit of a pink hue to it, but it's not pink. I think what's really throwing me off is the areas where the sauce and the cheese mixed together. That did create like a more pink color. It's fine. It might not stay together as one piece. It's not the end of the world if it comes apart. Like, I'd rather it not, because then, like, what was all this for? Oh. Ooh. The pizza feels so naked and exposed on its own like this, so I'm making a little pizza box for it to go in. Don't tell me I measured wrong. I think I overestimated how big this box needs to be. I'm just now realizing it's kind of large. Okay, goodbye.